Hello, my name is Terry Morris and I'm from Logistics Specialties. Today's discussion will provide an overview of the Small Business Administration's Disadvantaged Business Eligibility and Application Process. The following 5 topics will be the focus of our discussion. I'll go over each topic and provide a brief overview on eligibility and the application process. Each year, the federal government awards about 10% of all federal contract dollars, or roughly $50 billion in contracts, to small disadvantaged businesses. This provides significant opportunities for qualified small disadvantaged businesses. Before I begin, I'd like to point out that everything highlighted in blue contains a link that provides more in-depth information. I highly recommend visiting these links as you start the application process. As indicated on the slide, a small disadvantaged business eligibility requires the firm to be 51% or more owned and controlled by one or more disadvantaged persons. They must be U.S. citizens. The disadvantaged person or persons must be socially disadvantaged and economically disadvantaged. We'll discuss this further in a future slide. The firm must be small according to SBA standards, and the firm must have a SAM count. Socially disadvantaged groups include Black Americans, Hispanic Americans, Native Americans, Asian Pacific Americans, subcontinent Asian Americans, members of other groups designated from time to time by the SBA. It's important to note that being born in a country does not by itself necessarily qualify an individual as being socially disadvantaged. An economically disadvantaged individual is a person whose ability to compete in business has been impaired due to diminished capital and credit opportunities as compared to others in the same or similar line of business who are not economically disadvantaged. SBA will require that firms applying for a small disadvantaged business provide a narrative statement of the economic disadvantage, as well as personal financial information to include tax returns and other financial information. Before getting started with the small disadvantaged business application, all businesses must have a SAM.gov account. The link highlighted in blue will take you to SAM.gov, where you can register your entity there, or you can also contact your PTAC regional manager to assist with SAM.gov entity registration. I highly encourage all businesses to utilize their PTAC regional managers to help them through this process. Next, we'll talk about the 8A Business Development Program. The 8A program is a robust 9-year program created to help firms owned and controlled by socially and economically disadvantaged individuals. Businesses that participate in the program receive training and technical assistance from SBA designed to strengthen their ability to compete effectively in the American economy. 8A certification lasts for a maximum of 9 years. The first 4 years are considered a development stage, and the last 5 years are considered a transitional stage. Continuation in the program is dependent on staying in compliance with program requirements. In order to qualify for 8A Business Development Program, individuals and businesses must be a small business, must not have previously participated in the 8A program, must be at least 51% owned and controlled by U.S. citizens who are socially and economically disadvantaged, must have a personal net worth of $750,000 or less, an adjusted gross income of $350,000 or less, and assets totaling $6 million or less. They must also demonstrate good character and demonstrate the potential for success, such as having been in business for 2 years. The 8A Business Development Program application process will require you to identify your primary NAICS codes, register your business in the System for Award Management, or SAM.gov. Once those items are complete, you can click on the following link to start the application process. To get started, click on Discover, then click on the small I in each block below to get additional information on the requirements for the 8A program. Next, click on Should I Apply? Then click on Match, which will ask applicants to enter NAICS codes to validate something the government will buy. Then by clicking on Readiness and Eligibility, that'll require answering a series of questions to determine eligibility. Next, click on Apply. Click Prepare. Review each of the documents below to include application preview, quick start guide, tips for success, and local assistance. Each of these documents will allow you to download a PDF outlining all the requirements of the application. Next, click on Gather Documents, and then click on Business Type that is applicable to your business. Each business type link provides a PDF outlining specific business type checklists. Next, we'll discuss creating an account for 8A certification. First, click on Create an Account. Next, click on Applicant. Should be noted that before you can create an account in Certify, you must be registered in SAM, have a unique entity identification number, and you'll be using the same email address used to register your company in SAM to create a Certify account. Next, create an account. Next, we'll discuss the Women-Owned Small Business Program. Eligibility requirements for a women-owned small business include the small business must be sized according to SBA standards. At least 51% should be owned and controlled by a woman who are also U.S. citizens, and women must manage day-to-day operations and make long-term decisions. To qualify for an economically disadvantaged woman-owned small business, the business must meet all requirements of the woman-owned small business discussed above. Plus, they must be owned and controlled by one or more women each with a personal net worth less than $750,000. Must be owned and controlled by one or more women each with $350,000 or less in adjusted gross income, averaged over the last 3 years. And they must be owned and controlled by one or more women each with $6 million or less in personal assets. To start the application process, click on the following Beta Certified link. Next, click Am I eligible? Next, answer questions about your business at the following link. The results will show you which of the following programs your business qualifies for. Next, click Prepare. Then, collect information requested for each card listed below. There are 5 cards for women-owned small businesses and 5 cards for economically disadvantaged small businesses. You'll be asked to answer questions and gather specific information about your business under each card. All of the information provided will be needed before continuing with your application. Next, click Get Started. If you haven't already done so, you will need to register your business in SAM. You will need to register and create an SBA Connect account. And then when those things are satisfied, you can log into SBA Connect and submit your application. We will now discuss veteran-owned and service-disabled veteran-owned small businesses. In order to participate in the veteran-owned and service-disabled veteran-owned small business, the business must be formally certified. To get started, click on the following link, and then click Start Verification. Next, click the Vendor Information pages. Next, click Take Pre-Qualification Quiz. In order to qualify, all questions answered will require a pass. Ensure all questions are answered as accurately as possible. Next, from the VET's first verification page, scroll down until you see Verification Guides and Preparing for Verification and Review Requirements. In order to submit an application, a DS logon is required. Click on DS logon and ID account instructions. Next, scroll down to the Create a DS logon and click the My Access link. Next, click Create Account. Next, select registration method by clicking the applicable access type. Now you can register your account. When complete, log on at the following link, then activate account. Next, go to the required documents for verification link, and then identify your business type. Next, you will see a list of required documents based on your business type. Ensure that all applicable documents are ready before the verification process. We'll now talk about eligibility and the application process for a HUBZone small business. Eligibility requirements for a HUBZone small business includes being a small business according to SBA size standards, be at least 51% owned and controlled by U.S. citizens, a community development corporation, an agricultural cooperative, an Alaska Native corporation, a Native Hawaiian organization, or an Indian tribe. Additionally, the principal office must be located in a HUBZone, and 35% of its employees must be living in a HUBZone. Before you can participate in a HUBZone program, you must first be certified by SBA. The following link will take you to the top tips for HUBZone certification. It'll have 3 steps to include: is your business procurement ready? Is your business HUBZone eligible? And is your business prepared to apply? Additionally, you will need to have a general logon system account. Click the link to start the application process. To apply for HUBZone certification using the general logon system, click Set Up New SBA GLS Account and provide requested information. Fill in all information requested and submit the application. Once submitted, SBA will send an email to your email account with time-sensitive instructions to electronically verify your application. This should be done within 2 business days. Also, check your spam folder for this email. Once your account has been approved, you'll be able to log in to the general login system. Next, select Access Function button. Select HUBZone button. Clicking on Supporting Documentation link will allow you to download the HUBZone checklist. Use this checklist to complete all requirements before applying. Once the checklist requirements are met, apply using your GLS account. It's important for all small businesses to consider setting up a dynamic small business search account. Dynamic Small Business Search is the database that government agencies use to find small business contractors for upcoming contracts. The information a business provides when registering in SAM is used to populate DSBS. To set up a DSBS account, use your GLS account, then log in. Next, select Access Function. Next, select Pronet/DSBS and follow the instructions to set up your account. Thank you for your time.